there's an interesting exchange between Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro and Brazil's president, that guy, Bolsonaro. So you got Maduro, he says that Venezuela's reaching out to the people of Amazonas in solidarity. We hope this oxygen reaches the people of Brazil fast. The trucks are on their way. And so Maduro, apparently there's this big crisis. There's this big, you have Manaus, the state capital of, the Brazilian state of Amazonas. They had a spike in the COVID patients, and then they had a spike of COVID-19 patients, and the hospitals ran out of oxygen because of the surge. And so they had more infections, and they had more deaths since they didn't have enough oxygen. So now you have Nicolas Maduro, who is sending oxygen into Brazil, and he's also mocking Bolsonaro, sitting there saying that this is Bolsonaro's public health disaster. What a painful and sad situation, Nicolas Maduro added, claiming a veritable international scandal was playing out in Amazonas. So it hurt us as Bolivarians, as the children of Bolivar, to see our Latin American brothers like this, said Nicolas Maduro. He called the shipment an act of Christian charity, but there's also, some politics behind all this. This is from an article, TheGuardian.com, which is actually kind of incredible that we have to get our news from the UK in Europe, right? You have the United States and Mexico, Canada, then you have South America. All this is in South America. It's just right there in the Western Hemisphere, but yet we're reliant on media, across the Atlantic Ocean. Now, Bolsonaro is going to sit there and mock Maduro about the oxygen shipments, and this is in Spanish, but I'll just read to you what the closed captioning is, and I'll just mute the thing. Okay, so Bolsonaro is sitting there saying, and he actually seems, kind of confident and cocky. He says, if Maduro wants to provide us with oxygen, we'll take it. We'll take the free oxygen. That's no problem. We're not worried about that. Now, he could give emergency aid to his own people, too. So this is, Jair Bolsonaro. Essentially, he's saying that this is more of a political stunt because he's saying that the people of Venezuela doesn't have any emergency aid. In fact, he's going to take it a step. He's saying that the minimum wage there doesn't even buy a kilo of rice, and he's kind of like, being all snide and kind of like, the minimum wage doesn't even buy a kilo of rice there. And then he's going to claim that there's no more dogs or cats in Venezuela. And, I don't know what the hell is going on in, Brazil or Colombia. And so he's sitting there saying, look, a lot of the idiots of the world are saying, Nicolas Maduro, he's got this gigantic heart, this big heart of the world, big heart of the earth, which is, that's not happening in America, so I don't know who, Bolsonaro is listening to, but that's, I guess, if one was to praise, that seems to be, and he's like, imagine the size, 200 kilos, 2 meters tall. His heart must be very big. So I guess that's, imagine the size, 200 kilos, 2 meters tall. I don't know what the hell he's talking about there. So the dogs and cats thing. I don't know if he's just mocking Venezuela or if he's actually stating an actual claim. If there are no dogs and cats in Venezuela, then that is a, serious problem. So I guess I'll have to, look at a video, recent video of, Venezuela and see if I see any dogs or cats, but maybe I could reach out to somebody in Venezuela. Do I know anybody in Venezuela? Do they got any dogs? Does anybody know? Are there any dogs and cats in... Hey, are there any dogs and cats in Venezuela? Anybody? Yeah, I don't know either. Anyways, that's the exchange between Maduro and Bolsonaro. Peace.